Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi. Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. Exile or not, the Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi. And the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Peragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Peragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. True, but as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Repaired this ship, my eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on, get!
That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice as much again? You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice. Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy-eyed.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hand of hers. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling off of her. Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Mynock. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minok. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you. In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. You think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Telos. Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left to give. That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it. Save your pity. I am here to save you, not the other way around. I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it. It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough. The planet Telos, decimated by the Sith during the Jedi Civil War. Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see. Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes. Ask, and I will answer. These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split. Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did. In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked. I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Paragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come. Ask, and I will answer. Indeed. And was it the same as before? If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force. What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you. If not the Jedi, then what did you think was the cause of such a loss? War leaves many scars, but rarely does it blind one to the Force. If anything, conflict and challenge may make the connection stronger, more intense. No matter what horrors you experienced in the war, no matter who you served, it is unlikely that the Force would be lost to you unless another factor was involved. It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live. Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done. Then I am your only hope, as you are mine. We are a sad pair, you and I, to defend the galaxy against such a thing. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence. Ask, and I will answer. Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5. It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid. Indeed, the Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned. 2 Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions. Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing. You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian Crusade. But you know this. Consumed them? No. Taught them. Defined them? Yes. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic. Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still. As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. After defeating Malak, Revan left the Republic, and there are none who know where he has gone. It is said that the Sith remnants turned on themselves after Revan defeated Malak, reducing Korriban to ruin as the Republic still bleeds and struggles for life. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive. A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive. We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated, their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come. Ask, and I will answer. I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos. He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his allies next. If I were you, I would see to that fool in the cockpit. I would not want him attempting to veer from our destination. He is a fool. Watch that one.
How's our passenger? She's still aging? What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Bazak table. Then she must be royalty, because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that. Or maybe she's senile. I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases like that. Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navicomputer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now. After spacing that old witch, of course. Whoa, all right, don't get mad at me. Hey, I didn't ask her to stay behind and get her hand cut off, okay? I mean, I appreciate what she did and all, but she could stand to lay off the insults herself, you know? Oh yeah? Well, how much water you get from a stone depends what planet you're on, sister. You call this piloting? This is nothing. If Paragus had any place other than Telos in its astrogation charts, trust me, that's where we'd be headed. Well, if you thought Paragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life. Should be there before too long. You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you. So, what happened? Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Paragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours? Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover. A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you? Yeah? Unique how? Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming after us. Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you.
If I were you, he is a fool. Watch that one.
Should be there before too long.
Attention, this is Citadel Station Bay Control, Dock Module 126. Please remain where you are. Lieutenant Dahlgren will arrive shortly to meet you. That is all.
I don't like the sound of that. If they think we caused the explosion... Uh-oh. Here comes the welcoming party. They may not know what happened, so don't blow it.
I'm Lieutenant Gren, Telos Security Force. I'm under orders to take you into custody in regards to the destruction of the Paragus mining facility. You haven't been formally charged, but you will be placed under house arrest pending the results of our investigation. Due to the nature of the investigation, I have no specific timetable to offer you. In the meantime, your ship and any droids will have to be given over for safekeeping. Yes, that includes you. You are a droid, so you will be detained. In addition, we will have to take your personal arms and armor until the completion of our inquiry. If you are cleared of any involvement, your personal effects will be returned to you. You will be held briefly in the TSF station until living quarters can be arranged, at which point you will be placed under house arrest. Do you understand? Good. My men will relieve you of any arms and armor. Please follow me.
Tell me I'm not going to jail again.
You will be held here briefly. Living quarters are being arranged for you and your companions as we speak. Someone will return shortly to escort you to an apartment in Residential Module 082.
Well, we might be here for a while. Might as well get comfortable.
Someone is coming. So this is the last of the Jedi. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed. Jedi or no, you're the one I am pledged to kill. There is no mistaking that. The exchange is a bounty on Jedi, you know. You're worth quite a bit of money.
The exchange, huh? I'm pretty sure some two-bit pistol jockey like yourself isn't one of them.
Hey? I'm more than skilled enough to work for the exchange.
You bounty hunters couldn't even win a fair fight. You're the cheapest, most worthless mercenary scum in the galaxy. I'd hire a Mandalorian over your filth in a second.
No Mandalorian could match my skills. No Mandalorian could have been clever enough to infiltrate this station, taken the identity of one of the guards, then...
Then what? Overloaded our force cage fields and made it look like an accident? You probably don't even have the guts to fight me. Pathetic.
Don't think overloading your cages had not occurred to me. You're wanted alive, but I doubt anyone will care as long as I bring them your corpse. The security cameras have mysteriously shorted out. There will be no witnesses to your escape attempt, during which I'll have been forced to kill you. By the time the TSF realize I'm not one of them, I will be far from this place. Easier for me then. Come, Jedi. It is time to die.
Hey, leave her alone. You want to fight? Then try me, if you've got the guts.
You have goaded me once, and you shall not do so twice. But I shall dispose of all of you eventually, and an old woman, a fool, and a broken Jedi are no match for my skills.
Time to even the odds.
The security cameras at... What? What's going on here?
Man down! Quick! Call a medic!
All right, Jedi. I want you to back up slowly. Hands in front of you. Into the force cage. Cooperate, and we won't have to gun you down.
Come on, Lieutenant. They've already killed... who is that? Is that Batu Rem?
Rem's no assassin.
Batu Rem is on leave. He shouldn't even be on the station. This man isn't him. That's something we're going to have to look into. I can tell you that it can't have been easy. We've arranged for an apartment in residential module 082. You'll stay there under house arrest until our investigation of the Paragas matter is complete. You'll be under TSF protection. I'll personally clear any visitors to your quarters, and we'll investigate this incident to the best of our ability. Officer, get Lieutenant Yima a report of this incident. She'll look into this. The rest of you come with me. We'll escort you to the apartment in 082 immediately. These will serve as your quarters for the duration of your house arrest. 2 officers will be stationed outside at all times. Again, I'll clear any visitors. There won't be another incident.
But just to be on the safe side, why don't you leave us a blaster or 2?
I can't say. We have a ship examining what's left of the Paragas facility now, so your stay might be brief. We'll keep you informed.
Now, this is a step up from a force cage, at least.
If there are any problems, we'll use the wall terminal to contact you. Let's go.
This isn't good. We've got to get off this station. What do you think the TSF is going to find at Paragas? That could bring the Sith... You know what? Forget it. As long as we're trapped here, it doesn't matter.
We cannot stay in any one place too long, but our path has brought us here for a reason. I must meditate on this. In the meantime, we should rest.
Yeah, you go ahead and meditate. As for me, I could use some sleep.
Excuse me, you have a caller. Moza, representing the Ithorian Planet Restoration interests on Telos. Lieutenant Gren's cleared him if you'd like to speak with him. Very well. I'll let him in now.
Venturas, Hoicidan Gelfa, Abuelta, Puden Tufblava, Abuelta, Tufblav Fandibo Gelfa. Puden Tufblava, Fandibo Gelfa, Hoicidan Gelfa, Badinogan Gelfa, Abuelta.
Perhaps Chodo Habat should turn his eyes to his own people, if they truly suffer so.
Now for the Tufta, and keep me on Gorupia. Puden Tufblava, Abuelta, Tufblav Fandibo Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Badinogan Gelfa, Linda Tufta.
Now perhaps we will be able to rest uninterrupted.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. I am attempting to connect you with Executive Officer Jana Lorso. May I put you through? Thank you. I will connect you now. Good day.
Thank you for accepting my call. As my assistant no doubt informed you, I am Jana Lorso. I understand that you were approached by an Ithorian earlier. Doubtless he tried to obtain your help, attempting to purchase it with imposed guilt and veiled threats. Oh, and I suppose he didn't mention the exchange, helping you with any problems here? In other words, the Ithorians won't lead the exchange to you if you work with them. Well, no matter. My apologies. I never intended to waste your time discussing Ithorians. I believe you're a person of influence, someone I'd like on my side, rather than aiding the Ithorians, whose quasi-mysticism and bumbling foolishness is standing in the way of progress and profit. I'm not asking for your help, though. I'm offering you a job. Work for Zerka and be handsomely rewarded. You'd be helping yourself. If you're interested, please visit our offices here in Residential 082. B44 will know what to do when you arrive. Their plans for the restoration of Telos are aimless and meandering. Restore the sacred natural beauty of Telos, they say. Just what does that mean? How does that apply to natural resource development and consumption? The proper planning of urban sectors, resorts and tourism? It doesn't. The Ithorians are spending billions of Republic credits on a plan with no defined profit. If it continues, they'll drive the Republic into irreparable debt and have nothing to show for it but a few meadows and a weather generator the size of a small continent. I'd rather discuss that in person. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions when you visit our offices. That's too bad. Well, you know where we are if you change your mind. Citadel Station is at a crossroads right now, you know. And so are you. Don't take the wrong road.
We should get back to bed. Whenever they decide to release us, we should get going immediately. Explain something to me.
I do not have the years required, nor the desire to indulge you.
If she served in the war, well, Jedi are supposed to be tough, capable.
Yes, and what are they without the Force? Take the greatest Jedi Knight, strip away the Force, and what remains? They rely on it, depend on it more than they know. Watch as one tries to hold a blaster, as they try to hold a lightsaber, and you will see nothing more than a woman, or a man, a child.
But to lose so much, I guess I didn't realize how much they relied on it.
Do not be surprised. In many ways, even you are more capable than a Jedi. You could survive where they could not simply because you do not hear the Force as they do. It is irony of a sort, and it is why I tolerate your presence now.
But such a loss of ability, for a Jedi, it seems so extreme.
She has been gone from war some time. It is conflict that strengthens us, and isolation that weakens us, erodes us. Add to that she turned away from war, did all that she could to forget it, and the last piece clicks into place. But we have spoken enough of this, and we do her a disservice by not speaking of this while she is present.
I've come to inform you that the Telosian government has completed its inspection of what's left of the Paragus facility. It appears that the Harbinger had indeed been present, though it was gone when our ships arrived and was responsible for the station's destruction. Logs recovered from the facility's wreckage indicated that the miners perished as a result of sabotage, which began while you and your companions were either incapacitated or incarcerated. As such, you are to be released from house arrest. However, the Republic is sending its own ship. They have insisted that you remain on station for the duration of their search. To further investigate the station's destruction and search for their missing ship, the Harbinger.
The sojourn is already en route, likely not more than a few standard days. Feel free to use these quarters during your stay. The vessel's IND is complete. Please visit the TSF Station and Entertainment Module 081 to complete the necessary paperwork at the front desk.
The Ebon Hawk should be transferred from the impound docks by the time you're free to leave. After filling out the paperwork, it'll be transferred with your ship along with your confiscated weapons and armor.
Well, now what? We can't just stick around. We need to find a way off this station. Whether it's the Ebon Hawk or some other ship. We could hit Nar Shaddaa, maybe. If you've got people coming after you, it's where you go to get lost in the crowd. Hey, everyone needs to get lost once in a while. Get away from something, you know? It's no big deal. Look, this place is a waste. If Telos wasn't doomed before Paragus blew, it is now. Even more so if your friends from Paragus come calling. Because it depends on Citadel Station, and the Citadel depends on Paragian fuel and the Republic's senators. The Citadel's fuel source went up with the mining facility. And the bickering senators? Huh, not something worth counting on.
It is difficult to say. I feel we came to Telos for a reason, but we may have spent too much time here already. Even if the Harbinger was destroyed at Paragus, more Sith could already be on their way. Still, there is a chance we might learn of other Jedi here, on the planet's surface. Jedi who might help us restore your abilities, or sever the link between us.
Well, what do you think? Makes sense. I'll follow your lead.
Hey, what are you doing in my apartment? Looked like you were doing more than just looking. Figured what? You just break into my apartment and take everything I owned? Are you crazy? Yeah, you will. Now get out of here before I get the TSF to throw you in jail.
Nita manta yuma lordawata no sanazika. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana mucha. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Tong hite mo si jochia yumba litawa e bawa ruta. Tong laldu chung nao. Dukan tunga gurka chino sonka ticha noch. Variki, mangra, do cha, scrini do pat. Slime non quaheriti, criscorcia winti sei mesoto. Da hupa, bossa curata, go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Da hupa, bossa curata, go jujuto yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Ento meshmi paju, watamincha yokolondoado nukulabirawa. Tines un soto.
Tonoranga manakan, ipoenshawa, tonos imeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, tosimana rachata, tonos imeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, tosimana rachata. Hinwamagro, may rangana noluta, taranamo sibu and dasarans, krema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha.
I hear you.
What is it?
Isidan kelfa, papuilta. Hoicidan Elfa. Untuf Blafa. Elfa var inugan Elfa. Rengundas. Hoicidan Elfa. Vapuelta. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Liusta. Hoicidan Elfa. Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Untuf Blafa. Fan Nibut Elfa. Hoicidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Vapuelta. Rengundas. Hoicidan Elfa. Vapuelta.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies. You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Linda Tuf. Ufta Gel Chief. Tenfusi Boravang. Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Untuf Blafa. Fan Nibut Elfa. Hoicidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Vapuelta. Rengundas. Hoicidan Elfa. Vapuelta. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Untuf Blafa. Fan Nibut Elfa. Hoicidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Vapuelta. Fan Nibut Elfa. Vapuelta. Linda Tufta. Hoicidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Tuftadan Elfa. Hoicidan Elfa. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Ikelti Rimot. Kolo Tuf Divan Rebut. Hoicidan Elfa. Tenfusi Boravang. Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Rengundas. Hoicidan Elfa. Vapuelta. Untuf Blafa. Vapuelta. Tuf Blafan Nibut Elfa. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Sidan Elfa var inugan Elfa. Linda Tufta. Rengundas. Hoicidan Elfa. Vapuelta.
Hello there, and greetings from Isis and Onderon. I'm a diplomat from Queen Talia on Onderon. My stay was supposed to have been shorter, but the contract disputes over the restoration project have prolonged it. The Ithorians negotiated the export of flora and fauna from Onderon, but with their disagreements with Zerka, the status of our arrangement is in the air.
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Damn thing's
I
stuck.
hear you.
Ranamo sibu endasarans, Kreima sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu inkosoracha, Inwamagro, me rangana noluta, Chabi doko, dona ranga manachunga. Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu.
Teriwana jung konata della raguno antuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senisensen.
That didn't look like an accident to me or my associate here. It looked like you wanted to make a fool of him.
Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiera tora pada no ringatel camarada telefibo nubu de bikarana chenirara.
Not even an apology. That won't do at all. This Sulluston here had a few things to say about us that we didn't take to so well. We're just trying to work out our differences.
Tana besarankachi. Go na rin pang semi sanchara. Go la marakta dun. Dusit min falartersen killa folorondon. De rantasha beni hulen bensilerente. Dusane gravalantro que wapa teratana chingaradana. Teriwana jung konata della raguno antuna. Dai rinto run kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Derache wemenoto torere senisensen.
This doesn't have anything to do with you, stranger. Just move right along. Have a drink in the cantina. Just my luck. Someone who wants to be a hero. Why don't you run along before you get hurt? Then you shouldn't have gotten involved.
Time to take you down to size. Time to even the odds. Fallen. I hear you.
Docent horinteri. Gele resonto shenig rexi contunso des juncaratata. Der interrunto wakare que wapgerebu. Inso telepachan corsodaranane gra dall'onuta choloren. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katpada. Fiera tora pada no ringatel camarada telefibo nubu de bikarana chenirara. Docent horinteri. Gele resonto shenig rexi contunso des juncaratata. Gosa nekrana nanki.
Welcome to Entertainment Module 081's TSF Station. How may I be of assistance? I will call up the appropriate information now. One moment. Searching. One moment. I regret to inform you that the Ebon Hawk is gone. The TSF believes it was stolen and is currently investigating. It seems the Ebon Hawk was transferred to Telos' surface instead of an impound dock. However, both the requester and the point of delivery are unknown. In addition, the vessel is not showing up at any government-sanctioned landing site. I would conjecture that it has been stolen, and the TSF records have been illegally accessed and modified.
I knew it! That stupid T3 unit stole our ship. It's probably joyriding through the system right now, laughing at us, laughing at me.
That is unlikely. While your utility droid is not accounted for, numerous satellites track all incoming and outgoing vessels. There is no record of the Ebon Hawk leaving the system.
Wait, you're saying the ship's actually somewhere on Telos' surface? I don't understand. Telos' atmosphere is highly corrosive outside the shielded restoration zones. Where else could someone land safely?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that's all the information I have for you. Of course, the quarters in Residential Module 082 will remain yours until the situation is resolved. There was was a query regarding the Ebon Hawk's ID signature sent from the Paragus mining facility. However, all data collected in response to the query has been deleted. It is likely that this information was removed when the vessel's transfer request was modified. Fortunately, your possessions were kept in the armory and were uncompromised. I will open the door for you so that you may retrieve them. You will find them in one of the security lockers. I am not qualified to answer that question. However, it is unlikely that someone could steal a starship from under TSF observation without considerable backing. If your vessel has been stolen, there is a fair chance that the exchange possesses relevant information. I do not know what else to suggest, beyond waiting in your quarters for further word. Not beyond investigating the matter and extending our offer of free room and board.
Something I can help you with? To be honest with you, I just don't know. We desperately rely on the fuel to keep Citadel Station running. If we can't find a new fuel source soon, we'll be in bad shape. There's enough fuel in the reserves to keep Citadel Station from falling out of orbit, and for managing the restoration project, but not much more than that. If only it were that easy. The Republic's tight on credits right now, still recovering from the war. They're sparing all they can, but it's not enough. We relied almost completely on Paragus for our fuel. It's hard to make up for a planet's worth of fuel exports. Absolutely. We need to find a new fuel service, sign contracts, make agreements. A soldier like me is not good at that sort of thing. You? You've got enough trouble, I think. And this is all your fault anyway. Look, it doesn't matter what I think. But sure, if you find someone with a load of fuel in their hand they'd like to sell to us, let me know. I'll be waiting. Something I can help you with? Would you be interested in helping us by bringing in some bounties? This isn't a bounty, so to speak. But we're looking for a man named Batono who's been missing for some time. Also, 2 ruthless killers that we'd managed to capture and hold here in the TSF station escaped and are currently at large. We're also looking for any information about the imposter Batu Rem. Batono was the overseer of dock operations for Zerka and was assisting us in uncovering the elusive black market smuggling operation that appears to be operating at a Citadel Station. A few weeks ago, he suddenly disappeared and hasn't been heard from since. Not much, other than what I've already told you, and the fact he was investigating Docking Bay 3. I spoke with some Zerka guards near the docking bay, but they didn't seem like they wanted to cooperate with a TSF officer. Maybe you'll have more luck. Thank you. Keep me updated. What is it? They were spotted by security cameras in the docking area, and we quickly moved in to apprehend them. We captured them shortly after you were placed under house arrest. Some sort of electrical malfunction, a side effect of the false Batu Rem's attack, enabled them to escape. They overpowered their guards and escaped into the Citadel. There are 2 of them, a Rhodian and a Deveronian. They're well armed and obviously extremely dangerous. They haven't left the station as far as we know. All right, just be careful. We've already lost 2 good officers to them. What is it? You mean the assassin who tried to kill you, right? The real Batu Rem's one of us, and he's off the station on leave. I hope Batu's okay, though I'm expecting the worst. Shame. He was a good kid. Yes, we looked into it and found that he arrived via a tramp freighter in Docking Bay 3. Unfortunately, the cargo and passenger manifest as well as departure location was not disclosed to us. That's all the information I have for you. If you find anything about the real Batu Rem, we'd like to know if he's safe.
Ah, so you must be the Jedi everyone's been whispering about. No more trouble with the TSF, I hope? Perhaps you don't know who I am? You haven't been on Citadel Station long, have you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Bennock, the man in charge of Lopak Slusk's protection. You do know who Lopak Slusk is, don't you? The 2 gentlemen with me are Matu and Nahata, Slusk's finest men. Other than me, of course.
Oh, leave the woman alone, Bennock. I bet she'd come out on top if you fought.
Now, look, I meant no disrespect. You're probably Slusk's strongest woman.
It's your skin, Bennock. Just warning you, Slusk could easily replace you.
And I doubt you could cause any. Trading jabs with Luxa is hardly the entertainment I was looking for. Let's go.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzak?
Kring lorcha wata jo tungi chiwi we wata wama. King chu sa chikin, watike buti milia no wishniketa kun no blatimbikun. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji uma. Ta come tak, playa justing, miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la kino mulara kichi kuta krasa kisha. Chone mulera, ton kinge bano jansaka nikaraska. Tancha nik mawimbo kranta mi bilan. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana nucha.
Yeah, there's nothing swoop fans like more than seeing a good wreck.
Oggi no mas nombre Princerunta. Kawana bota yuta tanga kinyamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji uma. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana nucha. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana nucha. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana nucha. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji uma. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Kawana bota yutata. Dahupa. Kawana. Tonghitem. Dovrei kun mwili. Davadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Davadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanziuma.
Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Sure thing. Just for fun, or shall we lay some credit down? If you insist. Well done. Care to play again? Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Sure thing. Just for fun, or shall we lay some credit down? If you insist. Well done. Care to play again? Hey there! Care for a game of Pizzac? Sure thing. Just for fun, or shall we lay some credit down? If you insist. Well done. Care to play again? Phew! 3 in a row! I suppose my lucky card isn't so lucky anymore. Here, why don't you take it? I think I'll take a break from the game for a time.
Kavatumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Gahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiyake yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan ansata. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan ansata. Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Basa batu slima poiwanga duchunga niki chala seleriti matmuntana. Balaki cheminga. Bawan Meetra janta yunta moskun. Nandimi sunar krunta kanta jipicha. Kamule rakin. Marindini krambas nusut. Kawana Yunsokoi Dahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiyake yukito tune. Tonino bapi Kavadumpa munsuru kuplaliyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma. Gahupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiyake yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinama. Tayaita tabosanan ansata. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita tabosanan ansata.
Charumamba contusoto. Donace rami. No se nega. Moros mas morana. Tono wisocha makaran. Mika sorcha kawan boto kamana. Hakaran rundi rota nonawi.
Parama kawana kojukitsa.
Yes? Yes?
I hear you.
I hear you. What is it?
I hear you.
Dragonix 1 gestale lorcha jemu mepete rung choda? Ruka sole molosoch? Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chi luma lisba. Dragonix 1 gestale lorcha jemu mepete rung choda? Ruka sole molosoch? Kavanata galu! Kavanami donki krato. Draba krita punto do umpi con kilena chati nukoso boramwe. Masoko chiuro. Dancha ita wichi dumpa kavanekun noba kinect. Ma winbo krata mepilan. Kavanata galu! Kavanami donki krato.
Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Inwamagro, may rangana noluta. Machabi doko, donaranga manachunga. Machabi doko, donaranga manachunga. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, Kreima sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Loka kamaran and doso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Ta cometa kablaia justing miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la king no mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Da hupa bosa kurata go jujutu yoki. Hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Tong hite mosi jochia yumba litawa e bawa tone ruta.
Fandigo elfa boilta. Fidan elfa vadino kan elfa linda tufta.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors. Master, one of the assailants was carrying this. Actually, Master, it appears that it has a number of illegal modifications.
Phew, I'm glad that's over. Still, death might have been preferable to the amount of paperwork I'm gonna have to fill out for this.
I will trust your judgment, Master. Lead the way. I am yours to command, Master. I shall do so now, Master Habat. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
I do not approve of this alliance we have formed with Chodo Habat and his Ithorians. Nonetheless, you should heed my advice. Habat has an agenda, and he hopes to tie you into it to use you to his own ends. Be that as it may, it would be best if you avoided such needless entanglements. You are too valuable to be caught up in the struggles of this planet. I cannot force you to listen to reason, only hope that you will grow past these infantile delusions of right and wrong.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? If you will allow me to look at it, yes, this is indeed a Zerka-manufactured holdout blaster. Zerka Corporation is the galaxy's leading weapons producer. A blaster of this model is quite common. However, it does seem to have some non-standard modifications. I'm sorry, but that's all I can tell you.
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
I simply do not have time for you. My hands are full with trying to manage the restoration project without the aid of a droid intelligence, which you so kindly gifted to the Ithorians. If there is nothing else, I would prefer it if you left our premises. Batono, of course. He was one of our former employees. Let me tell you something. There are far too many like him. Do-gooders who believe that because of the things Zerka must do to remain successful and profitable, we must be evil. They do not see the impracticality of their beliefs. They do not understand the realities of the galaxy. If certain funds must be paid, then Zerka will gladly pay. If competitors removed, then Zerka will do its part to forward progress. Batono could not see this. Before leaving our employ, he stole many of our records, then began to stalk our movements on the station. Harassment, but conveniently overlooked, sanctioned perhaps, by the Telosian authorities. I'm curious, though, as to why you are looking for him. I see. Well, I suspect he's putting his nose into something or another. People like him can't mind their own business, always needing to pry into matters that don't concern them. I do know he spent some time in the company of the Ithorians. I assumed that was the reason for his efforts, that he thought by inventing stories of Zerka's evil, he could put Chodo Habat and his incapable assistants in charge. But if you are searching for him, and find him, there would be a reward for any information of his whereabouts. Silence his lies and fabricated untruths. His slanderous accusations are a needless trouble atop a great many troubles this planet faces. If credits are what he wants, then Zerka will pay him for an easy settlement of this situation. Otherwise, Zerka will be forced into a lengthy petition process with the Telosian Council. If your conscience demands it, then by all means. Just remember, a reward is waiting for you.
Renkundas, Horisidan Elfa, Vaporilta. Horisidan.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit? I handle vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopak Slusk. Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them. Look, are you really Jedi? Exactly. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me, are you a capable sort? Good. I like that in a woman. So here it is. Help me with Lopak Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back. And find your missing ship. What, besides his being your typically slimy Quarren? Slusk works for Goto, out of Nar Shaddaa. Now this Goto, he's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps the Squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. Yet it's only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Lopak Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help. I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal? We'll speak again then. Best of luck, beautiful.
Something I can help you with? A blaster. I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this? Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks? That is disturbing news. When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF. This confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it. A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation. You'd be compensated, of course. Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster. Something I can help you with? What is it? The real Batu Rem, or the assassin Batu Rem? Oh, what is it? Docking Bay 3. More suspicious activity from Zerka's private dock. If only we had something more concrete, I could launch a full-scale investigation. But Nar Shaddaa? Sounds like you've made some powerful enemies. Here's the reward for the information. And if you find out anything else about Batu, real or fake, let me know.
Sobojut sama pitom. No sukama rontisi renti. Manama kropa putani kris. Dosokanki. Jiso maranesh insando krapa moletek. Marawana chiso lucharaka, tinachara, graracha, ganowiso, to torando krani, tarando nosh wiwana hoto.
I'm terribly sorry, but there must be some sort of mistake. I don't have a record of your appointment. Are you certain it was for today? Well, if... Very well. What was your name? Excuse me, Lopak Slusk's appointment has arrived. Please open the inner door. There you are. Have a good day.
With pleasure.
Time will even the odds.
Slusk. I may have had a hand in this, yes? I guess it's just like they say. If you want something done right, do it yourself.
came from.
Please don't kill me. I'm only doing my job.
Vale Luris Ufta Kelpis. Kolodusta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Fandibu Gelfa. Fabuelta. Linda Dufta. Oisidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Tudun Tufblava. Fandibu Gelfa. Oisidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Fabuelta. Fandibu Gelfa. Fabuelta. Linda Dufta. Oisidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Duftadan Gelfa. Oisidan Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Tudun Tufblava. Fabuelta. Tufblav Fandibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Tudun Tufblava. Fabuelta. Tufblav Fandibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta. Rengundas. Oisidan Gelfa. Fabuelta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Dufta.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why? Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable. Ah, then you have learnt nothing. From such small things, from such critical points, the universe and its masses may be moved. That is why you must be careful in all that you do, and in every choice you make. Aiding them gives you strength by taking on their challenges, but weakens them. If that is your choice, then use their dependency, feed upon it, until you have exhausted them. Then leave them. And I would view the ones you travel with much the same way. So you may think, but it will be best to strike first. Your allies are allies by circumstance, and they will not hesitate to do the same to you if you continue down your path. Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you? Indeed. A Jedi tool and a Sith weapon. And why do you need such a thing? Then listen to me. There is much weight, much craving attached to such a tiny thing of light. A lightsaber, any weapon, only achieves worth in how it is wielded, in the effort, in the struggle of one who holds it. Such a weapon does not make a Jedi or a Sith, and at times it makes them much, much less than they are. The knowledge has already been imparted to you. Upon our journey, the pieces shall fall into place. Very well. What is it that drives you? The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience. Very well. Very well. Of which did you wish instruction? Ask, and I will answer. Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough. What do you wish to hear? That I once believed in the code of the Jedi? That I felt the call of the Sith? That perhaps once I held the galaxy by its throat? That for every good work that I did, I brought equal harm upon the galaxy? That perhaps what the greatest of the Sith Lords knew of evil, they learned from me? What would it matter now? There is only so much comfort in knowing such things, and it is not who I am now. There are dark places in the galaxy where few tread, ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best. But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques within the Force against which there is no defense. Learn from me, my mistakes, and use that knowledge to become greater than I. That is all I ask of you, and that is all I desire. In you all my hopes rest, for the future, for the Force. If it means so much to you, then this I swear to you upon my life, upon our lives, that when your training is complete, I will answer everything. There shall be no more shadows between us, only truth that exists between master and apprentice. Ask, and I will answer.
I have felt it too, my lord. A disturbance in the Force. It was difficult to make out, my lord. At first it was such a quiet thing. I did not notice it. But now I wonder if it has always been there. I merely could not hear it before. The sound built so slowly, yet when you listen for it, you can make out the strains, even over the background life of the universe. Do you feel it as if... You are the darkness in which all life dies, my lord. All life exists to feed your power. And my life is yours. I beg you, please. Let me die. Yes, this disturbance echoes through the Force. I can follow it to its source and bring it to you. I will leave at once, my lord.
I don't understand your problem with the Republic. It's not like Onderon hasn't benefited from joining.
It was one of the darkest days in our history. Talia sold Onderon to the Republic, and what did we receive in return? Nothing. In exchange for the blood of our soldiers, the prosperity of Iziz has been stripped to decorate dead planets like this.
Look, if it weren't for the Republic, you'd all be speaking Mandalorian by now.
And because we accepted the Republic's aid, we should be indented to them forever?
You make it sound like the Republic turned Onderon into a prison colony.
Perhaps. Only that the Republic did not even conquer us. Our own betrayed us and allowed the Republic to take what it would.
Is there something I can do for you? What? What do you mean? Wait, are you talking about accessing the mainframe? The Zerka mainframe? You're crazy! What are you, some kind of slicer? Well, I'm sure there are a dozen sorts of dirt on Lorso in there, but it's a closed system. It means you can't get in remotely. You've got to actually be in front of the mainframe to access it. This is a joke, right? You're CSD, aren't you? Loyalty test? And I want Jenna Lorso looking dirty. Alright, other than Jenna Lorso, only B-44 has free access to the mainframe. He's a protocol droid, her administrative assistant. If you control B-44, you could walk right in. Right, whatever. You could use B-44 to get into the mainframe. Nearly all the Zerka technicians are planet-side these days, working the recovery zones we've taken from the Ithorians. We've contracted out the maintenance for the office's protocol and utility droids. The guy Chano lives in the apartments in Residential 082, Unit 2B, I think. If you had his credentials, B-44 would leave with you willingly.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too. All right, what did you want to know? You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you. Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there.
Yes? Have you come with questions? Then ask.
Donos emeragith, wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata. Tonoranga manakan, vipo inshawa. Tonoranga manakan, vipo inshawa. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. In Wamakro, may rangana noruta. Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. In Wamakro, may rangana noruta. Machabi doko, tonoranga manachunga. Tonoranga manakan, vipo inshawa. In Wamakro, may rangana noruta. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabar chokto. Toreni durata sisi me burokra. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabar chokto. Toreni bu inturata sisi me burokra. In Wamakro, may rangana noruta. Taranamo sibu and dasarans, crema sunkun ratungala, chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Parama kawana kojoginsa. Paramakaw. Tarana mo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Moka kamaran and dosoran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Machabi doko. Donaranga manachunga. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Bomababe want to susin tu mukarata. Tu esrecto natada ber mabar chokto. Torenibo inturata sisi me burokra. Moka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Tarana mo sibu and dasarans. Krema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha. Machabi doko. Tonoranga manachunga. Tonoranga manakan. Vipo inshawa. Moka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esrectonatada ber mabar jokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me borokra. Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Enwamagro, me rangana noluta. Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wana rakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wana rakora chi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata. Chabi doko. Tonaranga manachunga. Bo mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esrectonatada ber mabar jokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me borokra. Enwamagro, me rangana noluta. Chabi doko. Tonaranga manachunga. Tanabewe. Tandi Goroto.
Something I can help you with? If we knew when he was going to make a shipment, then we could catch him. What are the 3 things he needs? All that? If that's the size and substance of his usual shipments, it helps explain quite a bit. It will take some time. All right, everything's here. Take these to Samhan. After that, come back to me and tell me the exchange has been made, and I'll go to the dock module to wait for him. If he won't let you leave until the transaction's completed, go with him. I'll post one of my men near the docking bay, and if he spots you, he'll summon me. Understood? I'll be there, don't worry. You just make sure you get him to the docking bay. We have to catch him in the act.
Paramakawana Kojokitsa. Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Kreima Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi mo Jubu and Kosoracha. Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu. Tonoranga Manakaran. Epo Inshala.
About time you showed up, Saman. Get your things loaded. I'm already behind schedule.
Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu.
You don't understand how it is with Zerka. When the process stops working like clockwork, questions get asked, and we don't want questions asked, do we?
Moka Kamaran and Doso Ranwi no Chabi. Tu Rantamana Sobu.
The faster we get this loaded, the faster we can get it out of here.
Stop right there. You're all under arrest and your possessions will be seized as evidence.
Taranamo Sibu and Dasarans. Kreima Sunkun Ratungala. Chawi mo Jubu and Kosoracha.
That's enough, Samhan. Don't bother protesting your innocence. We know all about your business thanks to our friend here.
Taranamo sibu and Dasarans. Kreima sunkum ratula. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha.
He's got a grenade. Take him down.
Taranamo sibu and Dasarans. Kreima sunkum ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha.
I thought you might see it my way. All of you, come with me.
Taranamo sibu and Dasarans. Kreima sunkum ratungala. Chawi mo jubu and kosoracha.
I think you may be overconfident of your chances, Samhan. We now have evidence of your smuggling operation, and even the Council cannot ignore that. Again, I have you to thank. Without your assistance, it would have been impossible for us to place Samhan under arrest. Now we can be certain he will be removed. I believe a long sentence awaits him, and the Citadel will be rid of his influence for good, though there is always the possibility another will take his place. I promise to pay you handsomely for your assistance, and I'll keep my word. Now I must attend to my other duties. Again, thank you for your help.
Loka kamaran endoso ran with no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Donos emeragith. Wanara korachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Tonoranga manakan. Ipo inshawa. Donos emeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata. Donos imeragith. Wanarakorachi drumka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Zerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you? I am sorry, but I cannot accompany you. I may only leave the Zerka offices for maintenance by an authorized Zerka or Zerka contracted droid technician. Those are legitimate credentials. I will accompany you.
Bentundas, Orithian Gelfa, Abuelta, Thian Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Trufta. Thian Gelfa, Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Trufta, Linda Trufta Gel Chief, Gensushi Boravan. Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa, Thian Gelfa Vadinogan Gelfa, Linda Trufta.
Hello, B44. Is there something you need? Oh? Why is that? More credits, you say? That's news I wouldn't mind reporting to the Sector Executive Officer. Please, B44, access away.
T1N1, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to leave the mainframe. I think someone needs a memory wipe.
What the?
B44, I want you to pull up the maintenance records on that T1 unit. Find out the last time it was given a memory wipe and how it could have been outfitted with illegal weaponry.
Sidan kelfa, vapuilta. Dirimo ni pirongan di kelfa. Sidan kelfa. Tuden truth blava, vapuilta. Truth blavan dibu kelfa. Sidan kelfa vadinugan kelfa. Linda truthda. Tuden truth blava, vapuilta. Truth blood van Nibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa Vadinugan Gelfa. Linda Truthda. When Bundas, Hori Sidan Gelfa. Vapuil Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta, Uden Tuf Blava, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Abuelta, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna, Uden Tuf Blava, Abuelta, Tuf Blav, Fandibu Gelfa, Uden Tuf Blava, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Abuelta, Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Uden Tuf Blava, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Abuelta, Tuftadan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna, Uden Tuf Blava, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Abuelta, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Uden Tuf Blava, Abuelta, Tuf Blav, Fandibu Gelfa. Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Fandibu Gelfa, Abuelta, Linda Tufna. Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Uden Tuf Blava, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Abuelta, Tuftadan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna, Uden Tuf Blava, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Abuelta, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Fandibu Gelfa, Abuelta, Linda Tufna. Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Uden Tuf Blava, Abuelta, Tuf Blav, Fandibu Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Rengundas, Sidan Gelfa, Abuelta, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Fandibu Gelfa, Abuelta, Linda Tufna. Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Uden Tuf Blava, Abuelta, Tuf Blav, Fandibu Gelfa. Uden Tuf Blava, Sidan Gelfa, Inugan Gelfa, Linda Tufna. Uden Tuf Blava, Abuelta, Tuf Blav, Fandibu Gelfa. when Raji got the Afritu, she enjoyed it out, and she began Gorubia. When now for the Yufta, she enjoyed it out, when Raji got Yoyo. Sian Gelfa Badino Gelfa, Linda Tufta. She enjoyed it out, and she began Gorubia. And she began Gorubia.
I will silence this one. Let us end this. Tuftadan Gelfa, Hoi Sidala, Sidan Gelfa Badinogan Gelfa, Linda Tufta. Hoi Sidan Gelfa, Tudin Tuftlava. Yes.
More where that came from.
Papoilta, Linda Cruz. Ventundas, Hoicidan Gelfa, Papoilta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinova Gelfa, Linda Cruzda.
Just say the word.
What is it? What is it?
And now, Chodo Habat, you will die along with your herd.
She enjoyed it out, and she behind Gorukio.
That's none of my concern. I was hired to do a job, and after I kill you, I'll be done.
Uf, that girl goodness.
Perhaps, but not today, Ithorian. This is the best that you could muster to come to your rescue? Very well. I shall add their bodies to the dead.
Time to even the odds. Everyone down!
Ventundas, Hoicidan Gelfa, Papoilta. Sidan Gelfa Vadinova Gelfa, Linda Cruzda. Sidan Gelfa Vadinova Gelfa, Linda Cruzda. Turi Cruz Blava, Papoilta. Cruz truth black fandigo delfa. Sian delfa vanino van delfa. Linda truthda. Kuni truth blackfa. Abuelta. Truth black fandigo delfa. Sian delfa vanino van delfa. Linda truthda. Rengundas. Noi sian delfa. Abuelta. Sian delfa vanino van delfa. Linda truthda. Sian delfa vanino van delfa. Linda truthda.
I hear you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I simply do not have time for you. If there is nothing else, I would prefer it.
Truth black fandigo. Sian delfa vanino van delfa. Linda truthda.
Citadel Station, this is Admiral Carth Onasi of the Republic Cruiser Sojourn.
Admiral Onasi? This is Lieutenant Gren, TSF. We've been expecting you.
Gren, it's nice to know that TSF hasn't gone to shambles in my absence.
And how about you? An Admiral. You might change your tune after you see what the situation is like down here, Carth. I've got some bad news for you.
Well, it can't be that bad, Gren. I think Telos has already been through the worst.
The one you came all the way out here to pick up? Well, she managed to escape the station. We're not exactly sure how it happened.
Well, that's unfortunate, but luckily it still fits our plans.
Am I hearing this right?
I'll tell you more when I arrive, but the Republic has decided not to detain the exile and adopt a wait-and-see approach.
The exile? Then...
Like I said, we'll talk more when I arrive.
Looks like we will. I'm uploading the approach vector to you now. See you soon, Admiral.